Hi there, I'm Verena. I want to do a little painting demonstration here. And for subject, I let my pendulum pick one out of this book, the Hunabku. And what it picked was Magician, Power. So, I guess I need some glasses here. And what it says is power is this strength and the ability to see yourself through your own eyes and not through the eyes of another. It is being able to place a circle of power at your own feet and not take power from someone else's circle. Oh, that's very good. And then, as a magician, you have the power to transform words to poetry, yeast to bread, clay to pots, breath to song, egg and sperm to child. Magician can turn pain into health, pollution into purity, fear into love, despair into hope. We can dare to expect the miraculous. Magician encourages you to use your intuitive magic. Listen to your deep urgings and be open to how spirit may direct you. And a quick Tao Te Ching that is down here too. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. And, you know, magician hears that horse. And so we're going to paint some intentions here. But firstly, we will just take a moment. And this is a quick centering exercise or practice that you can do anytime, anywhere. You can close your eyes, but you don't have to. So just take a moment and don't grasp anything and don't push anything away. And by anything, I mean anything in your perception. Just allow everything to be as it is. There's nothing you need to fix, change, or do. Just observe and rest in this moment. All right. Did you get there? Did you feel it? If not, don't worry about it. But this practice you can do anywhere. People don't even have to know that you're doing it when you're stressed out or when you just need to center. Okay, so let's get some paints. Get your paints out. Get your canvas. So we're going to do some blue. Since here it said something about blue, so we want to use blue. Okay, here it said, blue can help you. Blue flows and puts you in touch with your perceptions. The blue chakra is expressive and unafraid to stand on a hill for all to see and hear. The color blue is in itself a magician, as it can cause your brain to secrete 11 neurotransmitters that can tranquilize, slow your pulse, and deepen your breathing. So get your blue out. And I have a selection of different blues here. So I'll just put them all on my palette. Pardon. A little bit of everything. Oops. And then, oops. And then, of course, have a little dot of white in case you want to lighten something up. Okay. Now, you want to have a big brush and a little brush. And as you paint, observe yourself. So what we're going to paint is, we're going to paint that circle. And you go ahead and paint it big. And I just want to paint it like this. And if you find yourself critical, if you find yourself overly critical, use your non-dominant hand. And I will do the other circle as well. The one we don't want to step in to get our power, the circle of the other. And I am using my non-dominant hand in this one. Maybe I'll go the other way around. Oh, I can see. I'll add a little more. I'll add a little more color. Oh, I forgot to mention, with all of these painting practices, you have your journal ready, because when those thoughts come up, those critical thoughts, you want to write them down. You want to become aware of them, because oftentimes they creep in and we don't even know it until they've been babbling along for just far too long. So we want to catch them in the beginning. Alrighty, I'm going to look at my horse, because I want to do the horse just, well, not yet. Now, let's write down some affirmations, and use your little brush, use your other brush. I used a fairly big brush for that, comparatively. Well, we can use the great big, any size of brush, just switch brushes. And you can use extra water so it'll flow more. And now you can write all over the canvas wherever you like. Your intentions, like, what's going on here? Have incense going. I put it out. Okay. Power. What creates power? Well, okay, I'll write awareness. Awareness. I feel powerful. Whatever makes you feel powerful. Like, when do you feel like you're in power? Is it when you're happy? When you feel joy? When I feel joy, I feel powerful. I'm going to put a little seed around it. I'll circle that one. It's like planting a seed. Alrighty. I feel powerful when I share with people. Share. When I share, I feel in power. I feel empowered when I give myself the space that I need, which sometimes is hard. So how am I going to say that? Space, create space. When I create space. Okay, so create space. Okay, I want to encircle that one too. That's a good seed. And you can switch brushes now again too. You can go little. I'm going to go little. Okay. I feel empowered when I allow myself to love. So I'm just going to give myself a heart. In fact, I'm going to use the Freya knot here because I feel empowered when I love myself enough to create this space of union. And see this? It's like two infinity symbols touching each other. You know what? Since we're flowing here, it's not the product. I don't know if you got that yet, but it's not about the product. It is the process. It is what we're experiencing when we're doing this. There's a lot of insight that happens, and see, magician, we are creating magic as we're painting. So, okay, here's the circle. This is where I stand in my power. And I will write very large. All right, power in this one. And you know what? This really made me feel powerful. Did you try it? You can elaborate on that. Power. Sometimes I get really sloppy with my paint. I don't know, I just like it. I like to slap it on. And blue, since blue makes me feel so nice, I'm gonna expand joy. I want to expand joy. I want to encapsulate. I want to put a seed. I want to plant awareness. And just start playing. And this other circle is someone else's power. And I'm just going to put another circle right in there to remember that this is someone else's power and I don't need to take their power. No, they can keep it. They can keep their power. I got my own. I'm digging into my own power. They can keep their power. I can allow them to have their power. And I can allow them to shine in their power. See, they're shining in blue because we're working with blue. We're working with the energy of blue that makes us feel a certain way. Calm, tranquil, accepting. And another thing you can do is See this? Water. You can do that. You can give it a little, yeah, you can let it run a little bit. Create some emotion. Water is emotion. Let me see what, oops, I missed it. 26. Archetype. This doesn't tell me much on that. Okay, so we can just let that dry for a little bit. Oh, I think I'm just going to use up my blues. And another thing that I love is I love spirals. So I'm just going to plant lots of spirals into my painting. The ongoingness of life. Spiraling. New experiences spiraling their way into my perception. And it's okay if I paint over any of it, because the energy is right in that canvas. Whatever you create cannot be destroyed. Oh, and loves, lots of loves. Lovesies, because I don't know if you heard that term, but self-love is very, very important in these changing times. Doesn't sound too good to you? Sounds like nobody should be listening to that. When you even think about it, you're afraid to get caught. Oh, self-love? That's wrong. No, you have to love yourself to be able to love the rest of everything, to be able to love others. So, I'm doing big hearts. And then here. Oh gosh, yes. You know what? I want a feather. I want a feather. Believe it or not, this is a feather. Can you tell? It kind of looks like a leaf, but I know it's a feather. You know it's a feather because I said so. I'm just going to fill it in. See, on this canvas, we create space for our inner child to come out and play. So let her or him come out and play. And be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself as you do this. So this really has to dry. And so here is the first layer. We have done our intention. We have worked with magic. We created the lightness of being with the feather. We don't have to carry life on our shoulders. Life is supposed to be fun. And somewhere along the line, we forgot that. You know, as little children, most of us, not all of us, you know, some of us really didn't learn how to play because life was rough. But most of us were happy and free and painting away and playing and just open. And I guess when we went to school, we got indoctrinated. We learned how to control our emotions, hold back, do what we're supposed to do, when we're supposed to do it, all that. So anyway, make sure to write in your journal. And this is all for now. Wow, it's a longie. Yeah, we'll let this dry and I will see you for part 2 of this series. Much love to you. Have a wonderful day and I will see you tomorrow.